first speech. His name is Matthew Rhoda, and Matthew's speech is entitled, Get to Know Me from A to Z. Now that's an appropriate title for an icebreaker. Come on in, huh? So without further ado, Matthew Rhoda.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Thank you, fellow guests, and thank you, esteemed members. The title of my speech today is Get to Know Me from A to Z. The purpose of my speech is to give you a glimpse into who I am, why I do what I do, influences in my life, and different informational pieces about me so you have a better understanding of who I am. I'll use a few props throughout the meeting, so these things will be explained in greater detail as we go along. Without further ado, get to know me from A to Z. A is for average. Average is what I do not strive to be. I strive to be great, not greater than anybody else, just the greatest version of myself so I can be the best possible me. B is for born. Born and raised in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, that's where I spent most of my life. I moved out to San Diego at the age of 22 after graduating from college to pursue a dream of writing. After 5 years of being in San Diego, I moved back to Lancaster with my beautiful girlfriend and spent 4 years there before moving back to San Diego a couple months ago. C is for calm, cool, and collected, which I strive to be in every situation I encounter in life. D is for driven. I'm driven by a passion to succeed so I can give back to the world and leave a lasting positive impact. I focus on things like what will my legacy be when I'm gone and what will people remember me for. E is for ethics, which for me is summed up perfectly by the quote, "Character is doing the right thing when nobody is watching" by J.C. Watts. Growing up, my parents taught us the valuable lessons of right and wrong, and I'm forever grateful for those values instilled in me. F is for family, and for me the definition of family runs deep. It's my immediate family, it's my friends, it's my extended family, it's my pet, it's nature, it's everything that I'm connected to. Family to me keeps me grounded and keeps me whole. G is for growth. For me, it's so important to grow on a daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly basis. In my opinion, if you're not growing, you're just slowly dying. So you have to seek out information and ways to grow every day. H is for how to take down Goliath and unleash your inner hero, which is the name of my first book, which is about to be published in a couple weeks. It's about the different Goliaths we all face in our daily lives and different inner heroes that we have access to at any moment of any day that we can unleash to help us overcome those Goliaths and live a life that we dream of. I is for introvert. For most of my life, I've considered myself an introvert, and I don't do well in crowds. Joining Toastmasters is one way of me breaking free of that self-imposed chains that I've set on myself, and I'm doing my best to be more and more comfortable in groups of people. J is for jokester. By no stretch of the imagination am I a paid comedian, but I have been known to make people laugh at times. Ask my brothers, ask the audience in my brother's wedding when I gave the best man speech. The crowd erupted with laughter when I started talking about the afros that my brother and I had in high school. K is for knowledge, which I consume in the form of books all the time. I love books. Books are usually my best friends at many moments. I've brought a few of my absolute favorites to share with you today. The 4 Agreements, don't take things personally, always do your best, be impeccable with your word. I forget the 4th one. Pick up the book and check it out, it's great. Way of the Peaceful Warrior is a book I've read probably 5 or 10 times. I pick it up all the time, a couple times each year. This book brought the phrase, "Where am I here? What time is it now?" to my reality. And it's something I'll talk about a little bit later, but I remind myself of daily because it brings me back to the present moment where I have the ability to change things. The Go-Giver is one of my favorite books. It's really short, powerful. It's a fable. It teaches 5 different lessons in a business context, but all of which teach you as a person to make yourself a giver instead of a taker, a person of value where you interact with others and they feel better for having met you. Layla, the last book is Good to Great, which is what your speech was about last week. I called it my Bible, and it is one of my Bibles. This book changed the way I looked at business, at our company, and what we were seeking to accomplish with our growth. And it keeps me on a straight and narrow path in terms of the difference between being a business owner and being a leader and how to merge the two. L is for Lydia and Love, the name of my beautiful girlfriend who's here to cheer me on today. And she instilled love in me. So for me, Lydia, and Love are interchangeable, one and the same thing. M is for meditation, which is an integral part of my life. I do my best to meditate 15 minutes each morning. It grounds me, it brings me back to the moment, it allows me to block out distractions and stresses that may be trying to force their way into my reality, and it keeps me present in the moment. N is for now, and which is back to the book, one of my favorite sayings, where am I here, what time is it now? The future is the future, you have no control over it. The past is gone, you can't change it. All you have really, if you think about it, is this moment in time. It's this moment where you can change something, decide something, and take action on it. So for me, now is very important. It brings you back to the present moment, which is our gift. O is for optimism and outlook. I'm a big believer that you have the choice to choose how you look at life. You can be a victim or you cannot be a victim. You can choose success or you can choose mediocrity. The choice is yours, and a lot of times in my belief, it's built on optimism, the belief that you can achieve anything, and if something good is going to happen, believe in it. If something bad happens, which it will, keep the faith that something good is on the other side of the corner, and just keep moving forward. P is for passion, purpose, and perspective. In my experience, life is what you make it. I believe you can have silver linings in any situation if you look for them. And when you have a passion, it's easy to stay focused on your purpose, which allows you to shift your perspective and find the silver linings in any situation. Q is for quiz. At the end of this speech, I'm going to ask a question and see if anyone remembered the answer to my question. R is for Rhoda Marketing, which is the name of our company that my younger brother and I started 5 years ago when I moved back to Lancaster originally. It was one of my dreams in life, and I've achieved it, and it's an extremely proud moment for me to share that with my brother. S is for Socrates, which is the name of my dog and best friend. I got him 9 years ago when I moved to California. My parents shipped him from Lancaster to San Diego because they thought I needed something to love, and ever since that day, he's been my best friend, and I love him to death. T is for Things to Do Lancaster, PA, which is the name of our other company, which is focused on just local businesses in Lancaster to help them expand their presence with event sharing and social media activity. U is for Underdog. I think it's extremely important to always have an underdog mentality. No matter what you achieve in life or how far you get, as long as you have an underdog mentality, you're always going to work harder and smarter than everybody else, so no one can catch you and pass you. V is for Vision, and for me, without it, I'd be lost. I need vision to keep my passion and purpose burning strong so I can live with desire and passion and intention. Without vision, the winds can blow you in any direction, and for me, I want to be focused on goals and be going towards them at all times. W is for winning. I like to win, but I'm also quite okay with losing, because usually in loss, you find your most valuable lessons, and you can pick yourself up and dust yourself off and be stronger because of it. X is for X marks the spot, which indicates to me that my speech is coming to an end and I must soon bid you farewell. Y is for yes. I'm doing my best more and more to say yes to healthy things that push me out of my comfort zone. Toastmasters is one of my yeses. I've wanted to do it for years. I kept finding excuses not to do it. I finally said yes. Doing yoga on weekends with my girlfriend, I found excuses not to do it. I'm finally starting to say yes. By pushing your comfort zones and getting out of your comfort zone, you find all the magic in life. So say yes to things that help you grow. Z is for Zen. I know life has its ups and downs, so I ensure I can handle them as humbly as possible by being as Zen as possible at all times. Now I ask everyone in the room to please close your eyes and enjoy the next 3 vibrations. So there you have it. You just got to know me from A to Z. I hope you had a good time getting to know me, and I appreciate having you here, spending your time with me. The fun part. Let's see who was really paying attention in my speech. What did the letter H stand for? You two can't answer. What did the letter P stand for?
Passion.
Got it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Number 4 is always do your best, as you just did today.
Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Don't take.
Good, yeah. Awesome. Yeah.
Okay.